I am Professor Ashok, Department of Chemistry, SNS RKS College, Saharsa, Bihar. Yesterday I have teach about thermodynamics. Today I want to continue this chapter. First of all, I would like to discuss about system and surroundings. In order to avoid confusion, scientists discuss thermodynamic values in reference to a system and surroundings. Everything that is not a part of the system constitutes its system and surroundings. The systems and surroundings are separated by a boundary. For example, if the system is 1 mole of a gas in container, then the boundary is simply the inner wall of the container itself. Everything outside of the boundary is considered surroundings, which include container itself. The boundary must be clearly defined so one can clearly say whether a given part of the world is in the system or is in the surroundings. If the matter is not able to pass a cross boundary, then the system is said to be closed. Otherwise, it is open. A closed system may still exchange energy with the surroundings unless the system is an isolated one, in which case neither matter nor energy can pass across the boundary. Now we can discuss about adiabatic and isothermal process. First of all, we understand about temperature and heat. Temperature and heat are two very different concepts. Temperature is a state property like pressure, volume, internal energy, etc. And if it is used as a variable to define a state of a system. Heat is energy in transit which crosses boundary of system. It along with work will drive changes in the state properties like temperature. They together were system from one state to another. Hence, by definition of adiabatic, there is no heat transfer, whether work is done or system will drive change in state properties. Temperature being a state property may change, and also pressure, specific volume, internal energy, and other state properties. Isothermal process. There is no change in temperature. There is, however, no restriction on heat and work. They can take finite non-zero values and will drive change in other state properties like pressure and volume, but not temperature. Now we will discuss about second law of thermodynamics. First of all, I would like to give introduction about second law of thermodynamics. The second law of thermodynamics says that when energy changes from one form to another form or matter moves freely, entropy disorder in a closed system increases. Difference in temperature, pressure, and density tend to even out horizontally after a while. Due to the force of gravity, density, and pressure, do not even out vertically. Density and pressure on the bottom will be more than at the top. Now, entropy is a measure of a spread of matter and energy to everywhere they have access. Now, I would like to give examples of entropy. A camphor is an example of entropy. The solid wood burns and became ash, smoke and gas, of all which spread energy outwards more easily than the solid fuel. Ice melting, salt and sugar, dissolving and boiling water for tea are processes which increases energy. The most common wording for the second law of thermodynamics is essentially due to Clausius, the scientist. It is impossible to construct a device that produces no other effect than transfer of heat from lower body temperature to higher body temperature. In other words, everything tries to maintain everything tries to maintain higher temperature, but in other words, everything tries to maintain the same temperature over time. The second law only applies to large system. The bigger the system, then the more likely is second law will be true. In a general sense, the second law says that the temperature differences between system, the temperature differences between system in contact with each other tend to even out, and that work can be obtained from these non-equilibrium differences. But loss of thermal energy occurs when work and entropy increases. And now the boys I will give you in next lecture about second law of thermodynamics. Thank you.